The world has changed. Women have grown. And these three women are the living exception of what most women are not thinking about. Like somebody's angels, the blonde, the brunette, and the redhead are on fire. And they're here for you. Daisy might be a little too real. Maria is not afraid of being tough. And Alexandra likes to humor herself along with everybody else. Come discover what reality feels like through these women's eyes. It's a Women on Wheels life experience. Get ready for Women on Wheels. Oh, and be sure to wear your heels.
Okay, we are here one more time.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
We want to bring you joy and information. We are ready for some tips tonight. This is a great topic. A lot of women out there, and we hope, you learn a lot. I am Alexandra Bello, and I'm feeling tricky today.
Is it Halloween? I was going to say, I think it's Halloween soon.
No, yeah, it is. Actually, it is Halloween in a couple of weeks. Actually, three weeks probably. It's not bad. It's not in a bad way that I'm saying I'm tricking. I just got some tricks for you later. Remember, you are on Women on Wheels.
Hi, ladies and everybody. We also share our tricks through our social media. We're in Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. Just look for Women on Wheels TV. We're also posting this entire episode review on our blogger, womenonwheelstv.blogspot. And I'm Daisy Cedeño, and I have some tips for you later.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited about this topic. We'll be giving advice to women and some men about it as well. So just give us a call, and the number is 786-370-6186. You can text us, you can call us, or leave us a voicemail. You can be anonymous, everyone. Don't worry about it. Don't be shy. Give us a call and give us your opinion on everything. So remember, you have a whole week to leave your messages from the moment we post the poll on Facebook every Sunday night after we're all done with the show. So I'm Maria Salamis, and let's get this started.
Yes, let's do this.
Get ready for Women on Wheels.
Coming up later, topic, guest interviews, comments, emails, and more right after this quick break. Honey, I'm here finally, ready to tell you what we are talking about tonight. I mean, it's on kind of the title, but not all the way. So the reason we want to discuss this topic is because there are a lot of couples out there just not tying the knot anymore. Some people have lost faith in marriage, and others can make it happen. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know. I think the problem here, my opinion, is men. I think maybe they're a little bit too casual. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're afraid to get married, or I don't know. It's a hard thing to think about. I mean, I think they just don't want to get married. They want to be too casual about it. They want to take their time. And yeah, I agree in taking your time and everything, but maybe they just like the game. They want to play tricks, and they want to play this game and not sound so serious. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm a lady. I don't do the approaching or anything like that. So I think it's like more on the men's side.
Do you think it's men's fault? Some women are just doing the wrong thing?
I think it's maybe a generation thing.
I think it is both genres' fault. I think it's men expecting something from women, and women giving something to men that they're expecting without expecting more from them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that maybe things need to go back to basic when you are looking for a husband. When you're looking to have fun, just have fun, whatever you want.
Right,
But when you're
right.
looking for a husband, then you need to just take the right steps and just do like Madonna, like a virgin.
But what is having fun and what is out going to get serious? Like, how far do you go?
Well, I think that a man that I would want to marry with, I wouldn't go all the way with him. I wouldn't go, I wouldn't be so available for him all the time,
Right.
always at his house,
Right.
always there, move in. Don't worry, honey, I'll bring my stuff here. I'll just sit like a king and I'll do everything. You know, like how you get sometimes when you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
and then you're
too
like,
much in the beginning, right?
yeah, and then you're like, oh, this guy is just relaxed. He's not doing anything for me.
What would he do? You already gave everything.
Exactly my
Right.
point. You're already bringing him the cow delivered.
There you go.
You know, like sometimes you can do a little hamburger sample
Right.
here and there, but you don't have to like bring the guy the cow. I mean, don't bring him the whole cow.
Right, and this guy is thinking she's way too easy. She's not challenging at all.
I think guys like challenging women. They like challenge.
Who
Period.
doesn't? Who doesn't, though? I like a challenge, but at the same time, I think that's, again, another generation gap. And if you're in your early 20s and you play games, and I think most guys in their 20s and like that game. But I'm sorry, I'm past that in my generation. I'm done playing. I laugh at it. I look at these guys sometimes, and sometimes girls. I'm not saying just guys, some girls too, and I just sit back and giggle. I'm like, oh my gosh, playing the game. Grow up.
It should be fun to go out on Halloween and say, so tips and tricks. That should be cool. That single women
good.
should go out on Halloween with a basket and then go to the married family saying tips and tricks, please, and where to look for. Well, when they're looking at her funny, then she say, hello to get married, of course.
Where
Damn.
does the love comes in this topic? We don't talk about love. fall in
Well,
love.
marriage and love kind of go next to each other.
They supposed to.
They're supposed to, either that or strategy in marriage.
That's the word. My favorite word that I always go back to is respect.
But don't you think that a guy would like to respect you by making a public announcement and commitment of his wealth and his health status, his motor vehicle driving status, his risk status for insurance
Yes, that
purposes,
is number one. Yes.
and his credit status
Oh,
with you,
yeah.
all that bond together.
Oh, once you get serious, you definitely have to get your backgrounds straightened out, because if you do marry this man, like you said, his finances and his background is going to be yours too. It's going to be yours too. So there's a lot to think about. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's a great movie that I want to recommend with Catherine Zeta-Jones and George Clooney. It's called Intolerable Cruelty. It's about women hunting for husbands.
Oh my goodness.
So, and they have a couple of tips and tricks how to get married, but without love. So
wow.
we have some tips here about how to do it the right way. After this break, guys, we'll be right back. We have guests, very interesting guests tonight. We have tips, we have text messages, emails, and more. We'll be right back.
The world has changed. Come discover what reality feels like through these women's eyes. It's a Women on Wheels life experience. Get ready for Women on Wheels.
Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed. We have a little more thoughts about this topic. I've been in a relationship where I didn't want to marry the guy, and others where I couldn't make the guy to want to marry me. So from my experience, I will tell you that I did whatever I had to do to make it either happen or not, and I can tell you from my experience what is it that I did wrong and what is it that I did right when I had the guys following after me. So later on, I'll have a couple of tips for you, and Maria and Daisy will have some tips.
I have 3 text messages. I have Michelle from Palm City. She writes, my opinion, never trick a man into marrying you. If the love is felt, it will happen. That's a good one. And then I have Janice from North Carolina. She says, to marry you, be independent, be your own person, and not always available for men. Because men love a challenge. And then I have Lupe from West Palm Beach. She says, no tricks. She says, those are stupid. It's so true. And then she gives a tip saying, don't be the typical average chick. Want him, don't need him.
Good.
That is a really good one. Thanks, girls.
We have a great relationship advisor, as I like to call her, on the phone with us.
Miss
Fab.
Fab. Hello, Miss Fab.
Hi, ladies.
How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you, babe?
Great. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for your time. Miss Fab is probably the perfect example on how to walk the right path to go to that marriage life that you are, the ones that are looking to get married would like.
Honey. Yes, honey.
She also knows how to walk the walk, that's for sure.
Walk the walk.
Catwalk!
She's awesome. So what do you think, Miss Fab? I mean, give us some tips and tricks on how to snatch that man.
Yes.
To be honest, the trick, I don't like to use that because then men think it's a setup.
Right.
Because, some women go into it with their own intentions, and sometimes when you go in with the wrong intentions, you get the wrong marriage.
Uh-huh.
So instead of saying, trick or this and that, we just focus on what is the things that you want out of this marriage, because some people just want money, some people just want, the white picket fence and the suburb life, the superb life, actually. Mm-hmm. And they just, or some people like to walk around naked. It all depends on what that woman wants.
I like walking around naked at my house.
Yep,
me too.
and I too have naked Thursdays, and I've always
that girl.
So when you have all these plans, you have to make sure that when you get the man, that you still go on with your plan, because that in return is going to form the type of marriage that you want. Because if he has the money but he doesn't pay you attention, then okay.
Uh-huh.
And if you want a man that's sweet but he lets you walk over him, and we all women, we don't like that.
No, we don't.
It really, my steps into getting the marriage that I wanted was observing. And you have to be an observer when you're choosing your man.
Absolutely.
In actuality, he really chooses you, but you just make the choice on whether or not is this for me.
Right.
So if everything that I observed, I saw, and I was like, you know what, I like, and then in return it turns into love, and everything else that I wanted just kind of falls into place because I already had my plan.
Right.
And my plan was I wanted a sweet guy that worked hard, that was a family-oriented man, that wasn't a cheater, that didn't pay attention to things that just did not matter or things that could help grow our family foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you bring kids into it and everything else that you want when going into a marriage, you have to be able to be ready for the work, and also whatever you brought in, that's what you're going to get in return.
Agreed. Yeah. Very well said, Miss Fab. That was awesome.
I have another question. I love your statement, but have you seen maybe the case with a couple of couples that you have run into where where the woman can ruin her opportunity of getting married to that great guy because of something that she has done wrong?
Of course. I see it happen all the time, and lucky for me, I'm the voice of reason in that woman's head. You done messed up, right? You really just let a good man walk out the door. Because I've had one situation, not going to say no name, but this was very interesting to me because he originally told me that, he wasn't a communicator. I was like, in what way? And it was, he never tells me about how he feels, and he never says this, he never says that. Okay, so tell me something else about him. Well, he's an excellent provider. He definitely has my back. He supports me in anything that I'm doing. And this, that, pretty much everything a woman would look for in a man. But the one issue was he wasn't in tune with his feelings. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you really bring a man to the point where you want him to constantly talk about how he feels, you're going to get a crybaby.
Right.
You're going to get a man that you look at depend on.
No, she's absolutely right.
And ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
Like, the constant, oh my God, I don't know what's going on.
Right, because you don't know how he's feeling.
Like that.
Right, because you don't know how he's feeling. So I totally agree with that because, like I said, you don't know how he's feeling. And if he has problems of communicating, you're going to have problems in the relationship.
But he's usually a man. Men usually are not as open as we are.
Usually are not open, yes.
They have problems communicating
already.
already.
About men. They don't like to open up. But if he doesn't want to open up, once you open up what he told you, don't open up, you as a woman, you don't even want it no more. You're just like, oh, I want to put it back. No, it's too late.
Right.
You're going to constantly be crying and constantly be doing this, because when a man says, I don't want to talk about it, that's not saying I don't want to talk to you. He just doesn't want to unlock that, or he doesn't want to lose focus on what he's trying to do, which most of the time is taking care of you. So
I need to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's almost like an oxymoron. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. But most of the time, we just need to choose. You know what? Maybe I don't want to. Because if he doesn't want to do that, we're women. We're the emotional creatures. We're the ones that, oh my God, let me tell you about my day. I was looking for an outfit. I couldn't find it. The color wasn't matching. Blah blah blah. Imagine if that same man did it to us. I was looking for a suit. It didn't match my tie. My shoes are all wrong.
Then we'll be one. Yeah.
We
Then
would be so annoyed.
and
I was at Home Depot and I was looking for a pipe, but I couldn't find the right one, and then PVC, and then what else? What else in man
hammer,
language?
whatever, hammer. Home Depot was like
hammer,
their toy store.
Oh yeah.
You're right. If they were complaining about their outfits and what tie and what shoes and stuff like that, I'd be wondering what team he would be on.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
But if they were talking to us about
he
my...
sounds like you.
Right.
In that moment, he sounds like you, and you're just like, oh my God, is that what I sound like? Oh my God, just shut up. Just continue paying the bills. It's
Agreed.
fine. It's okay.
Agreed.
Pay the bills, make love to me, go with me to places we need to be.
And that's it. If he's doing all those things, then that's fine. So good. So what I was happy about for the first time was the fact that she actually went through the course with me. She listened, and then she figured out. She was like, oh my God. You know what he said to me? I was like, what? He was like, why don't I just focus on the things that he's willing to do for me, give me, support me, instead of me trying to turn him into a crybaby.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said that, it triggered a sense for her, and now she's living really nice, she's extremely happy, and she's living her dreams.
Because she
and
knows...
all she had to do was not pay attention to that Pandora box, because it was nothing in there but, things that she didn't want to hear to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
But in that moment, she would have lost out on a good man with no kids that has money, that can take care of her, that supports her, that loves her so much. She was willing to give all that away because he wouldn't open Pandora's box to nothing. So
right.
Women do it a lot. We say we want one thing, but then we
want
only
another.
want to have more things on the things that we originally wanted. Then when we get the things that we think we want, we don't want it.
Yeah. It's very important to know yourself and know what you want first before
Right.
getting married. And you gave great tips about about getting married. If you guys want to find out more about Miss Fab, remember that she writes on our blogger every week, womenonwheelstv.blogspot.com, and you can find a link on her same article about her social media too. Okay? Thank you so much for your time, Miss Fab.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Bye,
you.
baby.
Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She's great.
Yeah,
And it all
that's why I like calling her on relationship stuff.
Yeah, I think that as we've spoken about from other episodes, it all starts with you.
Yeah.
It all starts with you. So, know what you want, and what you're giving out there comes back to you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, coming up next, Maria has 4 major actions that will not make him want to marry you. Daisy and I have tips and solutions, as well as some tricks on how to make him want to marry you. We'll be back in flash time.
All right, guys, I have a few actions or behaviors that will destroy your possibilities of having him wanting to marry you. So, number 1, laziness.
A lazy woman.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I can't even, I don't even like I can't stand it.
No lazy, no
Right, agreed. And these are the things that you really have to look at first. And I should have put this first. Bankruptcy. If he filed for Chapter 11 or Chapter 9, whatever, it'd be like, run! Run, because if he's looking out to marrying you with a perfect credit, I'm sorry, girls, run.
Nice.
Run!
What other will not make him want to marry you?
Actually, a big turn off for me is jealousy. I can't stand jealousy. Again,
So if a woman is jealous, the guy's gonna say no.
You know what? It's a trusting thing. And again, going to yourself. If you keep on looking at every corner and that he's around, where were you? What did you do here? Where'd you go for lunch? Who'd you go with? Da 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 da. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. That's like,
not good.
I can't stand that. And then constant lying. If they're lying to you in the beginning,
if you're lying to
yeah,
her.
if you're lying to you in the beginning, it's going to keep on happening later on. I'm sorry. I mean, lying for me is like number 1 rule. Don't ever lie to me. Don't ever lie.
So if you lie to your guy, he's not gonna want to marry you.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. I mean, if he's catching me lying to him,
Constantly about how much was this purse,
right?
Or
no, I'm sorry.
did you go working out? Or things
Well,
like
you know
that?
what? I try to flip it the other side also, because if I'm lied to, I'm like, okay, what else did he lie about? Then your brain starts going in my in my opinion.
You're right. You're right.
So, I mean, again, it's a trust issue. I mean, have them and let them know. Have them prove to you that he's honest.
Yeah.
And he's trustworthy and he's loyal and he's that he's this man that you want to be with.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was looking into your comments, Maria, and I think one thing that you have to be aware before you even think about getting married is to put your life together.
Right.
Like bankruptcy. I mean, if you went through that,
right.
try to fix it because that's life. Try to fix your credit. Try to fix before even, try to establish a relationship.
Are you serious? Because there's some women that really want to play the bankrupt card to men so they can pick them up.
Yeah, but
They're
that's
like,
not right.
I owe rent.
That's not right.
I owe my car.
That's not right.
I
That's
know.
not right. The other thing is, don't be so needy. Don't be so like
Right.
that comes with the jealousy thing. Don't be so
Yeah.
needy. Don't be on top of, so try to be your own persona. Try to be busy, to stay busy.
little
Do
bit
not
is
call
okay.
him a little bit. It's
A little
okay.
bit is okay.
But, try to make him think that he doesn't need you that much. I mean, you don't need him that much.
Right.
That way, a men love an independent woman. They love it.
Absolutely. And that's what this show is all about.
Yes.
Independency. And what else? I will say, well, not show yourself or project yourself as a needy person. Do not call him all the time. Have your own agenda. I mean, include him, of course.
Right.
Give him a little bit of your time.
But I have
Be challenging.
be a challenge for him. I really need to, be in that agenda. Let me see what I can come up with. Give him a way, to think about how can I still conquer her. And, that he feels challenged. I will say that's one thing that you need to keep in mind if you really want to marry the guy. I mean, if you don't want to, who cares? If you just want to have fun.
Right.
Ooh, that's a good movie. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. She tried it all, but she didn't lose him because
but
of
that's
love.
good. That's a good movie to watch for you to like.
See, I never saw it, so I gotta go see it.
Do
Yeah.
not say I love you ever. If you want to lose a guy right away, just tell him I love you.
I love you.
I've done it, and I lost him right away. I said I need to lose this guy.
Girls, if you don't like him, that's a good trick.
Yes, if you don't like the guy, you call him 20 times, and you text him 20 more times, and then you say I love you, and then you name him. You start naming the parts of his body. You start saying poochie poochie, choochie choochie.
Then you name his knee. You name his left foot.
Yes, and other parts.
The one with the freckle on it.
Yes,
Exactly.
you call him pumpkin. If it's Halloween, it's pumpkin. If it's a Christmas pie, sweetie pie, you start doing all those crazy stuff, and he will run.
He will run.
If he doesn't love you, and if he loves you, he will stick around forever. You will be like, oh God, these guys really love me.
So in other words, girls, don't kiss his ass.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. All right, guys, we'll be right back. We'll be right back after commercials for our golden rule. Okay, guys, we are back. Let's now hear Daisy. Daisy has some goodbyes to some people.
Yes, I want to say goodbye to Maritza in Brooklyn, New York.
Woo!
Say hi to her, and we want to say hello also, or goodbye, to Maria in California.
And I'd like to say hello to my CrossFit girls, Kelly, Dana, Lupe, Tammy, all those girls. You're the best every morning. You always kick my ass every morning. Same with Jen, my little CrossFit buddy. I love you girls.
And we want you to follow us on the social media, Women on Wheels TV.
Yeah. We are also going to start a Google Hangout. It's going to be once a month, and we'll let you know about the dates, and we'll invite you so you can, this is for the fans to get an opportunity and talk to us personally about a topic we're going to choose. And we're also going to be giving updates and news about what's happening in the, in the fashion world and celebrities. So that's going to be our little moment to catch up with South Florida happening. All right. Remember that if you don't have a Spreaker app, you can also listen to us through SoundCloud and YouTube. Just find Women on Wheels, Women on Wheels TV, or Women on Wheels Radio. We are also on Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus, and
we're everywhere, girl.
Yeah, and Facebook. We're everywhere. We're in your soup. We're in your closet. If you open
in the
your
bathroom,
closet,
we are watching you.
We are exactly. I would love for you to see her face when she said that. You'd be scared to death. You'd be scared to death.
Halloween is coming.
Yes, it is. So remember, guys, thank you. You remember that you were on
Women on Wheels.
Thank you all for being here one more time. We'll hear you later.
Good night.
Ciao, ciao.
Come discover what reality feels like through these women's eyes. It's a Women on Wheels life experience. Get ready for Women on Wheels. Oh, and be sure to wear your